What's up, YouTube? I'm going to walk you through my Sega Genesis console collection today. We'll start with the worst one first. This is the At Games portable Sega Genesis. Games play off ROMs off an SD card. It has a bunch of built-in games. Doesn't look bad. It's actually a decent screen, but the buttons are awful, and the sound is absolutely atrocious. Yeah, enough said about that. It's actually a pretty capable portable Super Nintendo console, but with the addition of the Retron adapter, you can play Genesis games on your Super Nintendo, and yes, this will actually work on an actual Super Nintendo console. It has its own video out, but on this console, you don't need any extra cables. It actually plays X-Men and other Genesis games natively. It won't play Virtua Racer. I haven't gotten Game Genie to work, but repro cards, multi-cards. I have a flash drive coming soon. I'm going to test that out. Master System adapter works on it. So yeah, it's a fun little way to play on the go. Next, we've got the classic Model 2. I actually just got this recently. I never had a Model 1, 2, or 3 growing up. I had something different, which I'll show you in a second. You can kind of see it in the corner. Spoiler alert. But yeah, this one, the power-based adapter Sega put out when the Model 1 launched doesn't fit without severe modification. But Stone Age Gamer makes one, and it actually works in here just fine, so you can play your Master System games. And Master System controllers and everything work just fine. So this is the Genesis I grew up with. It's actually the JVC XI. These are pretty hard to come by right now. I think only 10,000 were ever sold or produced. It's the American version of the Wonder Mega, which was a very cool console. Then they had a pared down version, but instead of the corded controllers in the front, they actually had a wireless, which was like infrared, not that reliable. So I'm actually happy this actually has the ports in the front for the real ones. And I currently have a Retrobit wireless adapter in here right now for the 6-button pad, and it works great on here. The cool thing about this, it has the Sega CD. I had to take out the laser guard here to get it to read discs right. It ended up breaking, and it was throwing everything off, making everything wobbly. But yeah, everything still works on here. Yeah, plays cartridges, plays this. 32X does work on it, but it blocks the disc door. So those 3 or 4 Sega 32X CD games, you have to kind of use tweezers to pull the discs out to swap. Another cool thing, this has the inputs for karaoke, and it does play CD plus G discs. And then on the back, it actually has regular AV outlets. The typical Genesis AV, which is enables the 32X support. And sadly, they blocked off the what would have been the S-Video port in the Wonder Mega, but with my current setup, I'm able to use the AV to HDMI on this, same as Model 2, and picture output's fantastic right now. I'm very happy to get this up and running again. It's a beautiful system. It's got some wear and tear, but this is kind of the prized console of my collection. Next, we have the Hyperkin Retron 5. This actually plays, what's common here? You get a Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Famicom, NES, Super NES, Genesis. But what's this? Game Gear, Master System, and Master System card. So this plays Master System through this pass-through. The power base actually works in this as well, but this gives you the card slot, which is not in the other adapter, and then Game Gear on this side. This comes with its own wireless Bluetooth adapter, but it's absolute garbage, and I don't recommend using it. But they do have ports for all your original systems here. Now this one plays off an Android type system. It's emulation. See, it's got dust on it. I don't use it that much unless I'm playing Game Gear games, but it does let you do some really cool things like backing up saves on battery save cartridges. So, say if your old copy of like Zelda or some of your Super Nintendo RPGs is getting low, you can actually back up your saves here, swap batteries, and then copy the saves back to your cartridge. That alone makes this a really cool system to have. The games actually look pretty good on here. The output, you get a variety of filters and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, it's emulation. So you're going to love it, you're going to hate it. I kind of like the multi-purpose functionality of it. It takes up not a lot of space, but I do prefer to play on actual hardware. Now, for me personally, if I'm going to use a Hyperkin system to play Genesis games, it's going to be with the Mega Retron HD. This is the best clone console I've used. I haven't used any of Analog's products yet. They're a little out of my price range right now. I know that's going to be the best if I did try it, but this has played everything I've thrown at it. Game Genie works on it, and yes, Virtua Racing does work on it pretty flawlessly. I like the small form factor. It does have AV and HDMI. It runs off USB power. You do get an aspect ratio switch. You can go 4:3 the way it should be, or 16:9, which is for heathens. And then at the very bottom, you do get PAL and NTSC switches. I had it on PAL because I was doing Master System games. It's not ideal for Master System, but we'll play them just fine. But with PAL, there's a bit of a slowdown with I know there's like the megahertz difference. I'm not that up on the science behind that, but I know this is my third option right now for doing Master System games. But yeah, this is actually a pretty fantastic console for the 40 or 50 bucks that it costs. If you need just a quick, easy option to get HD Genesis, this exceeded my expectations in every way. And last but not least, is that a Model 1? Nope, it's actually the Sega Genesis Mini. So don't be fooled by the form factor and the fake cartridge in here. This is actually just a 3D print. But yeah, this has, same as all the other mini consoles, USB powered, HDMI output. I do have it modded so I can actually play pretty much the entire Genesis 32X and Game Gear SG-1000 and Sega CD collections off an SD card through an OTG USB charger. So yeah, this is kind of my catch-all for playing a lot of the games I can't afford right now on Sega CD until I get a better option. So yeah, this is my entire Genesis collection, and eventually I will probably track down a Model 1, Model 3, and then maybe force myself to get one of the AtGames TV consoles, even though I know what I'm getting into based on their handheld. But yeah, comment and let me know what your favorite Genesis console is, and I'll definitely be using a variety of these to play test different games, especially some of the reproductions, EverDrives, different kinds of multi-carts, and just see how each one handles it. Every system handles things differently, so they'll have their ups and downs. Right now, the XI Model 2 are my favorites because they do have real hardware, but this Hyperkin is actually pretty darn cool.